this car, it don't make any pollution. Yeah, it's a zero emission. It look like a electric car. You can use a 2 liter to run 35 kilometer. The water, it don't run through to the engine. No, it's not going to the internal combustion engine, because many people, they think it's going to the internal combustion engine. It's just a process of electrolysis. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of The People's Eye. My name is Sizwe Samayende, your host. We are really traversing the country. Today we're in Ha-Tshivhase, near Thohoyandou in Limpopo province. We're here to meet a young man who has invented something really, we never thought about it. But he's here with us. He's a 17-year-old young man. He is a learner, a grade 10 learner at Ha-Tshivhase Secondary School. He's going to introduce himself and we're going to talk about his invention. It's a car that uses water as a fuel. So he's going to take us through about that invention of his, young as he is. Welcome to The People's Eye. May you introduce yourself? I would introduce you, but I don't want to mess up mispronouncing your name. Tshivenda is a foreign language to me.
Okay, my name is Netsharona. Yeah, I am 17 years old. Yeah, I live at Makuba village. Yeah.
Okay. Look, man, young man, there has been a lot of attention around yourself these past few days. You invented a car that is using water. Before we go into details, do you understand how much of an shake-up you are doing in the whole fuel industry? Petrol, diesel.
Sorry.
Are you aware of the impact of your invention? How big it is? Are you aware what you have done? How big it is?
I feel like I'm so happy about the project that I built, and that's the biggest project. But many people, they think the petrol government will collapse, but it's not like that, because my idea of building this car is for allowing government to use that vehicle that runs with water, because we know the fuel is so expensive, and the government can buy that fuel, and fuel is so expensive, whatever into the government. So I think this project, it can be for government, not for everybody, which means the government can use it, and the money that the government can buy a fuel is the money that the government, it can employ somebody. Yeah, so I feel like I'm so happy about this project, and this project is the future project. Yeah.
No, that's fine. It's really a huge project and invention. But can you take us from the beginning? How did this idea come about to you?
So since when I'm starting to build this project, I was started, but the process of let me say, for Science Expo. This project is for
Science
Expo. When I built it, I was building it for Science Expo competition. Okay. My teacher was coming to say, there's a Science Expo competition, and in that Science Expo competition, we produce everything that can help the environment. Yes. So I'm coming with this technology to say the people, they can use it, and the government, they can use it. Yeah. So this project, it start 2021.
2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Okay.
So since 2022, I was going to competition for Science Expo. I didn't win.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. It's not a 2020.
2023.
2023.
2023.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
last year.
For last year.
Okay.
I was going to competition. The competition was taking place in the school.
Yes.
Yeah, so I didn't win because of a lot of things it was failed.
Oh.
Yeah, because this is the first time when I'm going to competition, and everything or some of things I didn't write it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, so you failed the first time, then you had time to think over it and improve.
Yes.
Up until this stage where it is.
Yes.
Because you mentioned the most important point about the climate change, petrol. Our cars are using fossil fuels,
Yes.
petrol, diesel, and they changing. We are where we are. Global warming, because of that, and your invention is coming at the right time, where the whole world is looking for solutions.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's so amazing, so good and great because because this car, it don't make any pollution. Yeah, it's a zero emission. It look like a electric car. Yeah, electric car it don't make any pollution. But the problem for electric car is battery. It can end fast.
Yes.
You see, yeah. So this project, it can be good.
But what I'm trying to find out is that for you to think of this, what made you think of it? Did it just come on itself, or you observed around and said, look, this is what is needed? I don't know. It's a first idea. I'm trying to get a sense of how did you develop this idea? You could do many things for the expo, for the competition.
Yes.
But why did you think about this specific one? I need to use water, a car that uses water.
Okay. I'm coming with this project, this mind of building this project.
Yes.
Because water is free.
Okay.
Yeah, and water got found everywhere. And water, when we are powering this car, my car that runs with water, we can drive or travel a long distance. Yeah, using maybe I can say we can use a 2 liter to run 35 kilometer.
2 liters, 35 kilometers.
35 kilometer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking this project, it can be a future project.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I'm coming with this idea, it started at school, at class.
At class, yeah.
Yeah, when my teacher, he was teaching me about how can I produce fire from the water.
Yes.
So I take that idea and I can say I can use it to the car.
Okay.
Because water is free, and we can take that water to transfer that system of making fire from the water to the engine. And when I was testing my engine, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, and since when I'm researching for that fire that coming from the water, it don't make any pollution. It produce a water vapor.
Yes.
After explosion.
Okay. For a bit of background, you are in grade 10.
Yes.
You are doing the sciences subjects.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you want to be when you finish school? What do you want to study?
My goal, I want to be a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, for mechanic, the vehicles, and to produce a new technology to the world.
Okay. No, that is great. And now, can you take us through how does this work? How does water, is water that you can take from a tap and put in an engine and the car runs? Can you take us through what happens there? Is it the water that is the fuel, or there's something that happens? There's a scientific process that happens. Yeah.
The water, it don't run through to the engine. No,
Okay.
it's not going to the internal combustion engine, because many people, they think it's going to the internal combustion engine. It's just a process of electrolysis for
Yeah.
Process of making water into
hydrogen.
oxygen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so after separating that hydrogen and oxygen, we use hydrogen to power that car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah. What happens to the oxygen?
the oxygen will release it out.
Or it
We'll
gets
find
released
it
out?
We'll find it into the carburetor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we do understand it better. Yeah, quite. It took a lot of thinking. I'll go to your teacher here, Mem Shabang.
Yes.
This invention, what he did, is it part of the physical science that you are teaching him at grade 10?
Let me say yes, because we're doing chemistry and physics part, because
Yes.
physical science, when you say grade 12 starts from grade 10. Yeah, when we talk about different chemical reactions and so on, everything starts. Actually, this part of this topic of electrolysis, it starts from grade 9. And as they are taught about electrolysis, this process of breaking
Yes.
water into hydrogen and oxygen. So it starts from there. And in grade 10, that's when they deal with the real physics. So the physics that they're doing there in grade 10 actually started from grade 9 in NS. Maybe also in topics such as electric circuits and so on. So they've got the background of grade 9. So escalating to grade 12. In grade 12 is also there, the topic of electrolysis.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
The topic might be there.
Yeah.
But now to translate it into a big invention like
into
this,
the big, yes.
And there's a grade 10 learner.
It's just to most of these learners, especially those who are doing physical science, they don't think that every day we live physical science, we live chemistry, it could be life sciences, we live these things. So they need to know that without these subjects, we can't have life. So they need to know that practically what is happening when we talk about electrolysis. So it becomes more interesting. That is why we encourage these learners to participate in competitions such as Science Expo, so that they can know. So it also gives them a chance to know about different careers that they can pursue after grade 12 and so on. So it becomes interesting. More interesting when you see this thing live happening, the process of electrolysis, doing electric circuits and so on. So if they can do these things, I believe that learners learn more when they do things practical and they experiment. Yes.
No, that is true. That is true, because really, I would say most of us did science up to grade 12 in our time, but we could not really translate it into reality.
Yes.
We could not really do that. But now, this young man's invention, I mean, did it blow you away? Did you expect?
Yes, it did. It did, indeed. It did. It blew my mind. I was amazed. It made me feel proud that indeed I have produced something.
Yeah.
Because when I leave, maybe when I reach my retiring age, I should look back and say, what did I do?
Yes.
What is it that I've achieved?
Yes.
You see, that's what matters. When you come across, you learner, the later stage, and you see, oh, he's a doctor, he's this. What do you think those who taught Elon Musk are saying today when they look back? They look at him like, wow, we are proud. He's our product. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially that we really don't give gratitude to educators.
Yes,
Not
that's
enough.
true.
As individuals, as a country, we don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good work that we've been doing. But what kind of a student is he? Is he, in my time, I would say an A student, a B student, a C student? These days it's level 7, level 6 kind of a student. What kind of a student is he?
Well, I wouldn't say, well, according to me, I don't think I can say there is any learner who is stupid. It's only that these kids are gifted in different ways.
Yes.
There are some learners who maybe, even though they could be learners, maybe in this practical work, they're not gifted.
They are not gifted.
Then therefore you have these learners who may not be good in class. Maybe they are gifted in these
In other things.
Got
and, different talents.
And so on. But so far I can say, let's just say, I can't say much, but
but is he more academic kind of a student or learner, or is more of the practical learner, as we have seen what he has done, the more creative, the more thinking learner?
Well, he's got more potential academically, but I can say I saw, his strength is basically here. Even though he academically he's got a potential and so on. Well, even though I wouldn't rate him to be maybe one of those A learners. For example, with my subject physical science, he never failed it from term 1 up to now. But it's just, I can't say much,
But at least he has found himself early enough to say, this is the kind of a person, of a learner that I am.
Yeah, because remember he said he wanted to become a mechanical engineer. So that is why we feel like that it's our duty to train this young man. We need not to, we don't have to fail him. He needs to balance in other ways.
He needs to balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Coming back to you, young man. Are there other things you think about? You're doing science, of course, and this invention proves that your mind is working overtime. You're always thinking about new things. Are there any other scientific things you think about, you think they should be done, or you think in future you will try? And for the next science competitions?
Yeah, there's many ideas that I want to produce it, there's many projects that I want to do it, but for now I don't have good things that I can say I can produce it. Yeah, like my car. Yeah, my car is not enough for traveling. It's not good. Yeah, it's not end, but there's many ideas that I like to produce it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now coming to the car, did you find an already made engine, or you started your engine afresh, so that it is adaptable or suitable for water?
Sorry.
With this engine, the car.
Yes.
Did you find an engine that was already made? Or your engine, you started it afresh so that it is suitable to use water?
This engine that was made is an internal combustion engine. It's a petrol engine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a petrol engine.
Okay, so you had to change it here and there, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is this area of Limpopo, the Vembe district. I mean, it's known for having produced the best scientists in the country, the best engineers, the best innovators. Are you aware of that as a young man, that there are many scientists coming out of this area, or especially the Venda area? Are you aware of that?
No.
No, not. No. Have we heard of there's Professor Chilidzi Marwala? He's an artificial intelligence engineer, he's a computer scientist, he's a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
There's such people. There's right here in Ha-Tshivhase, there was Professor Mulalo Doyoyo.
Okay.
He was a lecturer in the MIT in the USA. He has invented a lot of things. He's an engineer. He was an engineer. He died actually last year. He was a good friend of mine. early this year or last year, I can't remember, sorry. Yeah, but he invented a lot of things. I was coming from this area.
Okay.
I thought maybe there are people from this area that you were looking up to. Is there anyone you're looking up to and say, look, I want to be like this person. I want to be the best engineer or the best scientist I can be?
Yeah, there's anyone, including my teachers. Yeah, I was told them I like to be a boy or man who look like Elon Musk. Yeah, so this is my teacher and my parents that I've talked. I talk to them. Yes.
Your parents understand what you're doing.
Yeah, but not so.
Yeah.
So for the first time, they think I'm joking. It's not. It cannot happen. It's impossible.
Yeah, who could have thought? I mean, when I heard about this, I was like, how is it happening? With my little knowledge of science, I was like, water has got hydrogen and oxygen, and then what? You know.
Yeah.
But as a young man who listens to his teachers, who listens, who actually understands and assimilates what is being taught, you've come up with something practical out of this. Okay. Is physical science your favorite subject, or you've got other interests, other favorite subjects that you're doing?
Yeah, physical science is my favorite subject, and maths.
And maths?
Yeah, that's my favorite subject.
Okay. What are your other interests besides school, besides like in physical science? What else do you do in your spare time? Do you play soccer? Do you interested in sport? What are your interests?
Yeah, I am interested in sports. Yeah, for running. And
running?
Yeah, and boxing.
Musangwe or boxing?
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah. Musangwe and boxing are the same?
Yeah, the same.
Do you participate in Musangwe?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I have a video in YouTube when I was fighting.
And you are the champ?
Yeah.
No, that's nice to know. People are multi-talented,
yes,
so they can do a lot of things. And yeah, but what can you say to encourage other young learners like yourself? You know what you have done. If they need advice from you, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I can say they must never give up about their project, because it's not me who building my the good technology. There's a many students, including in this school, they're building a new technology. So I can say they must never give up about their project. Yeah, like me, I didn't give up about my project. Yeah, whatever people they say, I'm lying, I'm sick. Yeah.
But you went on and on.
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Memshabango, this school, Ha-Tshivhase Secondary School, is it a science school or it's a general school?
It's mixed, not only science school. We do have other streams such as history and agric and so on. We also have got a science stream. It's not only science. Yeah.
Okay. But all these years you've been teaching, has there been any innovation or invention that is like his, or better than his, or more mind-blowing than his from the previous students that you were teaching science?
Actually, we do have other innovations, mind-blowing innovations. They might not be maybe mind-blowing like this, but mind-blowing.
Yes.
They actually, such learners, they also participated at a science expo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started from last year. Some are in grade 12, some are in grade 9. Actually, this science expo, learners who participate are from grade 8 to 12.
Okay.
So we do have other interesting projects in the school.
If you mention a few.
Do you remember this? The one that one of single solar, yeah. So what about solar lamp, something like that? What about solar panels, something like that? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, yeah, about energy and so on. We do have another learner, yeah, like that one. He's in grade 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's great. And earlier on, you were mentioning that science is an everyday thing, it's practical. Learners need to be taught in such a manner.
Yes. So it motivates them, yeah.
It motivates them. So
Yeah.
the style of teaching has got to do with this. We're sitting here, we're talking to this young man. It's because of the style of teaching, the practicality of it.
Pardon?
I'm saying the impact of the style of teaching. Is it contributing to having learners like him?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We do have another learner who's one of our top learners. She's in grade 12. She also participated. I think at the district level, she obtained position. Was it position 2? Yes, she is one of the learners who participated at the Science Expo. I think she received a silver medal last time in August when she participated. So it's quite interesting. So, but that one, she's an A, you can say. Yeah. But it really, it was very interesting to see such learners also making it in this project.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
And we all assume that sciences, mathematics are for the brightest students. Those ordinary students cannot cope. How true is that?
I think we can say it takes the determination.
Yes.
Yes, it takes commitment. I remember when I wanted to do physical science in grade 10, because there were some learners who had fear, maybe because they failed, fear of an unknown. But I became courageous and did maths and science starting from grade 10. And wow, I saw myself making it. So it takes determination, because maths and physical science, they need someone who is prepared, to sweat every day. These are not the subjects where you can just read and just put out. You have to practice every day. Every day. It takes practice.
Yeah.
Yes, and I believe that he can also improve, because as his teacher, I've seen where he's lacking. That is why in my subject, I make sure, because I mark his books, I see where he's still lacking. And personally, I talk to him. Yes. But this and that, not only him, but with other learners, yes. Yes.
But it looks like whatever you're teaching him is sinking in. We've got to thank you. Nobody usually thank the teacher.
No, thank you.
We always blame you when the matric results are not good. We always blame you for all sorts of things. But you've got a lot to deal with. You've got a lot of work on your shoulders.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
It's my pleasure.
We have another science teacher who's involved with this science learners in Ha-Tshivhase Secondary School. He's here to introduce himself. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Makungo Clement. I'm working here at Ha-Tshivhase Secondary School since 2008 until to date. Yeah. I've got more than 16 years here at Ha-Tshivhase Secondary School.
Oh, okay. That's great. 16 years. That's a lot. That's many years. In your 16 years, have you ever seen something like this that we're talking about today?
Yes. I didn't remember the year. Then I've got another learner that who got a present from the Airways That one is called just Maths before it's renamed to OR Tambo.
Okay.
That is Matumba Divani. That is it's just only to encourage him to go to the competition for writing the speech or writing the assignment about that one.
Oh.
Then after that, the SA people, they come here and recognize him by giving him the present. Some other present is there at the principal's office.
Oh.
Then Munei is not the first student that who did maybe something that is better for science.
Yes.
Maybe he just wanted to follow the footsteps of their brothers who already leave this school, brothers and sisters.
Yeah. No, of course. It seems you are doing a really great job in this school. About his innovation, the science behind it, using water, can you explain a little bit about it without giving out too much, of course, because it's his secret. No, somebody should not steal his secret. Just simplify it for an ordinary man on the street. How does it work? Because somebody will just take water and pour in his car and damage the car.
Okay, now, the only thing that I can explain about that process that Munei is just an event. Last year we were doing the different experiment. Electrolysis is the one of that experiment. Okay. Then Munei just wanted to come up with their own tank. Yes. To generate only the gas that they can use for in the car. Yes. That is replacing the petrol. It's not replacing the petrol. They concurrently use petrol and that gas. He was not aware that the meantime we're doing something like that one, he used only pure water. Then there's some other catalyst that is going only to use that I can't reveal here. Yes. Then another tank, they just wanted to use pure water, the one that is going to generate that gas with the catalyst that is just only to put inside. Yeah. Is that there's another one that is accepting that one. The second one. That second one is the one that's going to release the hydrogen gas. That is just only to use for replacing, that is used as a petrol. That is the only thing that maybe I can explain. Oh, yeah. And if you can light that gas, everything is possible. You can light and see the fire that is burning. Then for the engine, they've got an outlet and inlet. Then when it's just only to do their processes, they just need to pump the gas inside of the engine. Then when it's going to start that one, you just need to remove that pipe, and the battery now is no longer working. The only thing, the gas is already remain there in that one, in the tank. Then after that, the cars can move, maybe from here up to Thohoyandou. And then if,
as I said, 2 liters, 35 kilometers. 2 liters of water, 35 kilometers.
The water that you use, maybe for 2 liter or 5 liter, is the one that you use to generate that gas. You see. Then after that, if they don't know how to measure that one, that is a real thing. They just need to pump. After that, they just need to disconnect their thing. Then after that, they start their car, and the car is going to move. Then sometimes we can say that Munei is born with that one. It's not the one that we can say that as an educator, we just want to teach them. You see, that is the only thing that I can say. Even the way that he make his car, he's the one who assemble the material so that he just wanted to make that one by himself. You see, so that Munei is gifted about that one. Then when we come from Bloemfontein, Munei is just to tell the learners that they have got so many ideas that they can invent. He mentioned some mining, water purification, and what another one? For medication.
Yeah, for medication.
For medication. So that the compound, but it's in grade 10.
That's the thing. His knowledge is advanced.
Yeah. So Munei is gifted.
You only plant the seed and then it's growing by itself.
Yeah. As an educator, we just want to help him by ideas, maybe of science, and mathematics. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, Munei just want to do their thing that he just to think in his mind that I can do this one, I can do this one.
Yeah, of course. No, that's the beauty of teaching is that you want to produce people who are better than yourselves. That's the beauty of teaching. It's a selfless profession, calling.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. The young man is sitting next to you. What can you say to him as a word of encouragement? He speak to him.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to say to Munei, don't give up. The sky is not limit. Like the same that we say that the sky is limit. So that people that just want to innovate according to the sanctuaries. You see. After that, Munei, there's another one who are coming with another invention. So that I just want to encourage you that your car, you just want to modify it. Then after that, we don't know when are we going to use that gas. The gas that is used is a hydrogen gas. You see, the only amazing thing that for hydrogen gas of Munei is not escaping. It's just only to stay there. We don't know the catalyst that he use, but the gas that is just only to pump is just only to be there. Unfortunately, the car now is disconnected, so that if we are going there and start, the car is going to spark and run. You see, the way that the flight when it's going to jet up, that speed is the speed like the car of Munei that is made just because it's a hydrogen it's a hydrogen gas.
Okay.
Then Munei, we just want to encourage the learners, maybe come to you, ask something, just to tell them about the other project that they can invent. You see. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks very much. Thanks very much for the amazing work you've done.
Okay.
Yeah.